live, right?
Almost. There we go. We are live, but with a usual error.
What kind of error?
YouTube is not receiving enough video. Let's see if that works or not.
Looks like I'm sending everything to YouTube.
That's a good start.
Yeah, I guess, right? Maybe we should ask in the chat if anyone is seeing anything. You guys seeing anything?
Are we live or?
Because we could trust our people and just ignore YouTube error messages.
Probably.
If our people say they see something. But I don't see the chat, so you have to tell me.
No sign of life for now.
Okay.
It never works at the first take, right?
No, right.
Yeah, loud and clear. So guess we are live regardless of the error of YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's fine. So there we go. Whoop whoop. As was said. Welcome back, and let's see if tonight King of Jokes can carry a bit more high the towel guys, right?
Oh my god. Maybe we should tell what happened yesterday. We should say that. Maybe you're right. Yesterday, what happened?
Yesterday night, James played against Smells for an Italian-only stream.
Right.
And that was a pretty bad experience for Talbot.
It was a disaster.
It was a disaster.
Right.
You don't even have to watch the stream because it was just a one-way game and no hope for Talbot. So let's hope in a better evening tonight.
Right. Even though, to my defense, I have to say I have two kids at home, and after a long day, my brain is, destroyed. So that's my excuse. I don't know how long I can use that for, but anyway, let's focus on tonight's match. What can we say about the two teams?
So it's a full Taulet team against a full noob team with an infiltrate that is Kichi.
Right.
So a 50% mage team against a pretty heavy armor team. So
right.
I would bet on the Noobton side if I had to take a bet.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he's well aware of the risk, so I'm gonna go with the Talbot. But first, I'd like to see the victory conditions before placing my money. So, how about
let's flip them so we can start with the draft.
Okay.
Right away.
So, what do we have? We have right breach, left breach.
Left breach. And the tamer. All right.
Okay.
It's a bit of everything.
Right.
You cannot leave a right lane. You cannot leave the left one. Interesting.
So here is the coin toss for the first player. Let's see who's going to be first.
I think King of Jokes is going to drop.
Yes.
Yeah. We have Sakoa, the big guys. First pick.
That's a good pick to hold to the center, I think, for the tamer.
Very consistent pick.
Yes.
A warrior, hard to take down.
Yes, and push people out with a skill.
Push people out, yeah.
Of course, another warrior in response.
Kinui?
Yeah, she's good as well at staying into the dome. And the first mage, here we go, Setero.
Setero is Andrea Malpassi favorite. He does a lot of trick with card played by his illusions and
with
stuff you don't expect, tricks.
Yeah, Lord of Skytear passive skill.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that. We have Akla in response, a sniper to take down the mage. That's my guess. Yeah, same lane as you can see. Very good. And who else? Okay, the first specialist.
Tlakali. Yeah, I guess in a right breach and left breach, a specialist is
useful, right?
Without any specialist, it's very hard to hold both lanes without being destroyed. So.
Speaking of specialists, here we are.
Here we go, the MVP of the specialist for now.
Yes, two of them, Akuti and Decorate. Okay. Well, if I have to place my money, it's gonna be yellow now, but let's see.
I bet on the Ixatos. Let's see if I'm right, because
Me too.
there
we
we
were
go.
right.
Because he picked only one mage, so the true armor guys is gonna be pretty tough to take down.
Make a difference, right? Ixatos is both a tank and also like good at moving people. Yeah. So now they are preparing their deck for the people.
It's okay to lower a bit the music, if you can do that.
Of course, I wanted to ask actually.
Better.
So.
Yeah, everyone is saying the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Down the music, man.
Okay, now should work. You guys let us know, because we don't hear it.
We don't hear the music.
So for the people that don't know how it works, if there is any, they are shuffling together a deck of 8 cards. Each hero has a deck of 8 cards, right? And so they shuffle it together and they form the final deck.
Yep.
Right.
So they are both ready. Green player will play first.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you can update the graphics.
Let me put together the heroes.
A big mulligan for...
There we go.
No one, actually. Just one card for King of Jokes. And no card for Zambho. Alright. Looks like a good end.
Okay. Updating the graphic wasn't a good idea, because Tabletop Simulator is stuck. But that won't stop the show.
Alright, so...
Because it's gonna take just a minute to go back in and stream again.
You're not losing anything, since they are just drawing cards and discarding cards, so...
Okay, you can tell us, because I think people are seeing a black screen now, or something like that.
It's like a podcast, you know?
Yeah.
You can imagine what is going on. It's everyone is preparing their team for the...
I'm gonna tell you. First activation, Tlacali, move and pillar, and maybe a lead.
That could be it. Let's see if you're right or no. They are still adjusting the heroes on the board with, drastic precision between each other.
Okay. Let's see. For now, I see only 2 Skytear matches, and they are not the ones I'm interested in. A third one, nothing.
Don't worry, nothing happened so far. They're probably fallen asleep on the over the board. Did you find the game?
Not yet. There are 2 German and 1 French table.
You might join another game,
Yes.
There
we go. I found it.
Okay.
All right.
And there you go. Ixatos made the first move against all odds.
Yes.
With a move, a skirmish, and actually now is taking a lead from the hand.
Okay, from the end. Okay.
Yeah. So right bridge is where King of Joke is betting all his trying at the moment.
Okay. So what do you think? He has safeguard?
Shall we pick this? Yeah. Pick out the card and see what's...
Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's do that. It's a 3.
It's a 3, okay.
Yeah,
so
single.
It's not a bluff, it's a real push.
Okay, next we have Setaru on the other lane, moving forward and hiding in the brush.
I don't think it's going to... Yeah, exactly. It's not going to kill any minion, because Accurate is later
taking care of that.
Yeah, taking care of that. So I think it's just going to... Okay, never mind.
He attacks a minion instead.
He decided to attack a minion.
That's enough to kill it.
Yep.
And also, did you see the illusion went in the opposite brush?
Yeah. So he's preparing his magic trick.
Preparing some tricks against Akla, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I guess Accurate is going to go on other side.
Wait, so now there is Tlacali activating.
Oh, see the first trick?
No, I didn't see it.
he play not so fast from his
Right.
illusion directly on Tlacali. So that's pretty smart, actually. That's very smart.
So just for people that don't know, Lord of Skytear allows any yellow hero to play as if they were an illusion. So that makes in range of Tlacali that got slowed.
Yeah.
Now Tlacali activates with slow. She moves in the brush.
She skirmish in the brush, actually, because
there's no target.
Her movement is just one because she has slow.
Oh, you're right. So it must be a skirmish. Yes.
It's a skirmish, which is actually the same. So
then there is
place a pillar.
Right.
Probably to take a lead or an attack on the minion. But
what are people saying in the chat, Ricardo? Anything?
At the moment, anything.
So nothing. Okay. Okay. So there's an attack on the minion as the third and last action. And that is enough to kill the minion.
So they tie the lane as well.
I think King of Jokes, he has an Italian deck, so you will bear with us. If you don't understand something, you ask us. I'm gonna try to translate the names of the cards.
Yeah, actually, I would have preferred from Skytear to go on the other lane and slow on Zakal. That would have been much more tough.
I agree, but I think it was too far.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, here we have action on the other lane with Akuti moving forward, projecting the illusion out next to the minions.
And going for the usual trick of attack and trigger his illusion passive to kill 2 minions.
Yeah, retribution is called.
But everyone has to root for a -1.
So there is first an attack, 2+. Let's see if there is a response from King of Jokes, because that position is very suspicious.
Yeah, it suggests a safeguard.
Yes.
Which will be very, very big for him, because it's going to say, there we go.
Safeguard is protecting both minions adjacent to Ixotusk. So basically...
he wasted a complete activation of Akuti, because move, worship, and attack are all nullified by this card. Because
look at that. Look at that. He flipped an ultimate for nothing. And then the illusion skill...
trigger anyway.
Yeah.
She might decide to
it's optional though.
As optional. So she may decide to do not flip, but doesn't really matter. I mean,
what matters is one ultimate is gone for nothing.
And one activation completely gone for nothing.
That's big. That's big for...
Nice play.
Yeah. And you never know if he has safeguard or if it's bluffing in this case, right? And maybe he thought it was a bluff.
You did bluff yesterday night because you made exactly
this I made the exact same thing and didn't play anything.
Well, nothing happened.
So maybe this influenced the play.
Why not?
So there is Ixotusk now. Zakal, the warrior, moving.
Well, the control of the dome in the first turn with these objectives, it's not that helpful, because you're not going to kill anyone in the first turn.
But nevertheless, it's another attack from the monster, so it helps.
Yeah, but you're losing control of one of the 2 primary lanes, so I wouldn't go in the middle if I were them. So.
But you're not King of Jokes, clearly.
No, I'm not.
He moves in, does a worship, so removes this pillar over here by the minions.
They are asking to remind what are the objectives. We have right breach, left breach, and the tamer. So the players have to play in both lanes without losing any of them, and also have the option to kill people with the outsider. So it's a bit of everything, actually.
Right. All 3 areas are very important. Just to recap what happened here, Zakal moved in, made a worship, removing the pillar over here, and the skill triggered. The skill is called Collapse, and he defeated a minion.
Yeah, the power of Solo is that they play all over the battlefield. So you tap toll pillars all over the battlefields, and then you can interact with each hero from one part to the other one of the battlefield. So they are very tactful to play.
Right.
Very fun.
And as a last action, he took a lead action, I think, from the deck, because if I count the cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No,
yeah.
From the hand, he was the first player, so he got 6 cards.
Oh, okay. So he should have we should swap the position of.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
Okay, there we go. Now
he made it from hand. Pick for it. Let's say what is. What he did it for, or wanna keep it.
Okay, let's spoil it. Oh, he got a 3.
So 3 cards gone for lead on turn 1.
So it's the turn of the warrior, I think.
Well, losing a lead of 3 on the first turn, where you are likely to win anyway, like what he did on the right lane, considering safeguard, is a bit of a waste because you are not going to damage any tower. So
well, it counters an equal lead on the other side.
Yeah, so. That's true.
So look, we have a movement and then a skirmish on Tlacali. Finally, we see some blood, maybe. So it's a 0+, and the flip is 0, so no blood. But maybe the attack is coming next.
I think she will lead. Yeah, she will lead because otherwise,
okay,
it will be defeated in both lanes, and it's gonna be.
It's a very tough start.
Yeah.
Now Akla is next. The sniper from the green faction is skirmish, and because of his skill that is called Nowhere to Hide, he can see Setero.
That's a good name for the skill.
Very appropriate, and it's 2 damage on him.
Yeah, because the pillar is giving line of sight on Setero, and that's pretty.
It's gonna be the first go down. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Frenzy.
This is Frenzy, 1 mana Frenzy, really good on Akla, because he can do this on turn 1. So a
lot of blood on him, because the first was a skirmish.
Yeah, so he's gonna have 2 attacks now. So this is just the first. It's a +2 or +0, so
5 damage.
5 damage. He might even go down. No, he cannot. No,
I mean, I've spoken too quickly. I mean, I think King of Jokes can really aim to make a kill.
Yes, on the first turn. Yes.
Well, it's actually happening. There's nothing that
it's mathematic, unless there is a trick that I cannot think of.
There's nothing that you can do because there's no card that
only 1 mana, right?
Yeah, that displays 2 heroes with 1 mana. He had a lead of 3.
Just to recap what Ricardo is saying that Setero is almost dead with 3 HP, and also the opponent has 2 hero and a 3 mana lead card in the dome, so he's gonna take the outsider and very likely kill.
Yeah, I mean,
it's very likely. It's not mathematic. You can.
The only way to don't kill it is to flip a -1 and then do not flip. Yeah, exactly. Do not flip at least 1 with the 2 subsequent actions. So
yeah, let's see. It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
Also, there are heal cards. There are 2 blue heroes within range of Setero, so it can heal.
That's true as well.
So, Accurate want to do something here.
So it's going to claim.
Insist on this lane. Illusion and then an attack. It's an area of effect that is eating all this excess, including the 2 minions here.
Well, now is when the 3 mana cards from Ixodos on a lead becomes very useful, because he's winning the lane despite the fact that he lost.
Exactly. So it has a purpose. The best would have been to play another safeguard with the Skytear Flux.
Yeah.
That would have been the best. But
so they are resolving the lane number 1, where Zambho is winning 5-2, so winning by 3.
Yeah, because of a 3 mana lead card.
Why by 2? I think they are counting again. Yeah,
by 3, yes.
He won by 3, so he's pushing close to the tower.
It's hard push, and now they spawn minions. If they remember, but it looks like they went... Oh. Let's try to remind them.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Let's place the minion. And left tower of King of Jokes is already under threat. I mean...
yes, and that's...
tower is going to blow up very, very likely this turn, so...
He's paying the price of not activating Tlakali first.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
defending the minions. And
okay, let's see what happened on control token number 2.
yes, so what we have, a 3 mana lead card. That's enough because it's 4 to 3.
Yeah, is winning by 1 just thanks to the 3 mana lead card.
Yes, so it's a much slower push, but nevertheless it's enough to damage and be
Yeah.
a threat to the tower.
He still has 3 minions compared to the only 2 that he had on
Yes,
the
so
side.
it's
A little bit
worse
more
spot.
to deal, yeah.
So looking at the end of this turn, it looks like
Oh,
he's
look,
going
that's
for the
finally
tamer, right?
Yeah, he's definitely going for it. So he's going to flip the Dragon Punch and very, very likely kill the mage. So let's clean up a bit of cards from here. Let's help the players. And everyone root for a -1 as well.
Yes, that would be spectacular. I would like to see that actually.
He has -1 because he just played the Frenzy, so...
Okay, so here
There
he
we
goes.
go.
Here he goes. An attack for 3 overkill.
Rest in pepperoni. So
Yes. And
bye-bye
that's-
Sparrow. He's going to be back on turn 3 because as he was exhausted, he will miss a complete activation on turn number 2
Yes.
and be back on turn number 3.
Yes.
And King of Jokes made the points for the tamer. Right on turn 1.
Okay. My first blood became a Nats, so you didn't hear, but that's a story for later. So second action was a worship, right?
Yep.
So he is putting a pillar to protect these 2 minions.
Yeah. He's placing 2 minions.
And my
So-
guess he's gonna draw a card next.
Yeah, but I
If
don't
he
know.
didn't
because
already.
It just draw 2 cards for killing
Oh, you're
Skytear.
right. So it's not needed.
So he has a full hand, so he might draw an extra card, or he might push, accurate away. But if he forgot that there is illusion,
Yes.
so he's actually not pushing accurate, but just
Right.
dealing 1 damage to
Just
him.
1
So-
piercing
so-
damage.
Yeah.
I guess he's going to focus on Earth next.
He forgot, yeah.
Yeah.
He forgot about the illusions.
So there
Uh,
is a Lady of Gales. Basically, projected heroes cannot be moved by enemy effects. So
So
very
accurate
useful.
is very standstill.
Yes. And
Turn number
accurate
2.
friends as well. So turn 2. Turn 2, every hero has 2 mana now, so we're gonna see some more cards, some more surprising stuff.
Skytear is out of the game for now.
Yeah.
So it's gonna very hard for Zambho to push on his right lane.
Yeah, I mean it was brutal.
Yeah, unexpected for me actually.
I mean, nowhere to hide is very, very useful.
It was a very, very good move by King of Jokes. So it's now back to King of Jokes as well after
Right.
the outsider.
Right.
I might guess on Ixotus as he has a pretty standard move of keep pushing because he has no 1 anywhere close to taxi.
Yes.
But,
And maybe he has another safeguard, so he would keep alive. Or he
Well,
can just
another-
make a pillar, even.
another safeguard would be extremely tough for him.
Yeah. But even another pillar would be enough, because, as you said, Tolot play over the map. So Tlakali can save a minion's life from all over.
Yeah, she just need a line of sight to a pillar, and she can protect any minions addition to another pillar on the battlefield.
But look
Oh,
at that,
there we
look
go.
at that. Oh my god, oh
There
my
we
god,
go.
oh my god. He's gonna be a bloodbath. Another frenzy. So Akla get another frenzy, loses 2 life.
Just for your information, playing Frenzy before doing the first attack is a big mistake. Because if someone ever hunter you with a disarm, you are going to lose damage on both attacks. Or if someone is going to cleanse you, you are going even to lose the frenzy.
Yeah.
Unless if you do the first attack and then apply frenzy to yourself, you're going to be safe at least for one of the 2 attacks. So
Yes.
it's always better to play after.
Hold on, hold on. There is a redirect of the attack on the illusion. So one of the 2 attacks has been redirected on the illusion, so accurate is safe. The second attacks come in for 3 plus 0 or plus 1, so it's 4 damage on accurate, so 3 HP down. That could have been much worse, but of course second turn means more tricks, right? So
more tricks, yeah, and Skytear Flux is still there, so a lot of things can happen.
And I think, yeah, I mean the yellow player should start being more aggressive on or toward Akla, I think.
I don't think so. I don't think with Sitaru down on turn 1, Zambho has any hope to go for a kill or for trap any heroes. So if I were him, I will definitely go for pushing in both lanes.
You would?
Yeah.
My point is he needs a bit of time, right? If he keeps... otherwise he's gonna lose another hero. And Kenui could buy some time by...
Well, I think he just has to be sure that the outsider is not killing another one of his heroes, because
that would be game over.
Yeah, that will be game over. But if he loses another hero, it's not gonna be a big deal, I think.
Okay, here we go. There is a Kuti now activating. The illusion is already in position. There's no pillar. What's going on?
Why she's moving?
I don't understand.
Why she is? Because she is in a bush, right?
Oh, right. The minion was not visible.
So Kuti couldn't target a minion in a bush because it's hidden.
Right.
So I need to move first.
So she moved next to the bush.
Yep.
So made an attack. The illusion next triggers.
So 2 minions
the other minions. So this turn she managed to do her job properly.
Yep.
And even more than that, she has an action left. So she might lead.
Yeah, she will lead.
Lead from... Oops, that was revealed.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, she is drawing cards.
Okay.
Power
sorry,
cards.
My mistake. So she played a Gathering Storm to draw 2 power cards. Maybe looking for a 3 mana card to use as a lead. And relieve some pressure on the left lane. What do you think?
Yeah, he is definitely going to take a lead. I will make a lead from the deck in this lane, and I think he's going to do a lead from the deck, because it's not very likely to be a difference from 2 to 3 in this lane, but it's very likely to do a big difference to use a 3 in the other lane when he is already
pushing,
touching the tower and pushing.
So always be aggressive if you can.
Exactly.
Otherwise you're just playing not to lose, and you're gonna lose eventually.
Yeah, it's better to keep your biggest resources to push where you're already pushing, to try to inflict the deadly touch. So
the only downside I can see of that is if he goes with Zakol as well on the lane, he could probably defeat 2 or 3 minions.
Yeah, probably. It will be like a tie in that area. So there we go with the Flux.
Okay, Flux. So it's a 3 mana card coming. Ooh.
All right.
That is unstoppable.
That's your answer. Zakol is not going to push the lane. Zakol is going to push his hands against Akrit and try to kill her.
Well,
very strongly.
Let's see.
And there we go, another time. Play Frenzy before he needs to play.
So Frenzy and fast, but it could also move on the lane actually and kill 2 minions. But it's not doing
That's an option, but I'm pretty sure it's trying to win the middle. But who knows?
Yeah, so in attack goes.
Oh,
it's
my!
6 damage, so 5 life down to 7.
Yeah,
that's quite bad, I think.
That's another big thing you can do. It might push Accurate out of the bubble, because if he pushes right now and then skirmish and attack again, okay, it's not going to.
It's not pushing. So -1. That's even out the luck.
Yeah.
So basically,
that was a mistake. That was a mistake because it could really
push him out.
Push him out. Yeah.
But he has no lead, so maybe.
What's the point now? The point is that Andrea Malpassi need to go inside the dome to try and get the outsider, because otherwise it's very likely to end the game on turn 2.
Yeah, by defeating Accurate as well.
By defeating X as well. So I really think and hope that Andrea will go inside and take a lead from his end to defend the middle area.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm surprised by how few cards he played so far. He must have a really bad hand. Did he mulligan at all?
Yeah, a couple of cards, one or two.
I mean, he played a draw 2 when he already had like many cards. And okay, so Accurate activates next.
That way, Accurate didn't activate it yet. So pushing her out of the dome was actually useless.
Not so smart. Yes.
Yeah, I was sure that
I made the same mistake. Yeah, I didn't see that. So Accurate skirmish is moving actually. Oh, look at that.
He's moving here.
And
okay, he is going all in on the right bridge. And considering that this is token number 1, and so it's the first one to be resolved. Yes. And the game ends immediately when a player reaches victory conditions. That might be a very smart move.
So I don't understand this. She made a skirmish action, maybe to be safer.
She made
a move and then a skirmish on Tlacali that led to no damage, and ended up here. So maybe to be safe.
I don't really understand what he did. Probably he's trying to play around Slide. Not sure.
Because Slide could move her in, and she's attacking a pillar next.
Okay, that's something I don't really understand.
Okay, so the pillar is gone.
Why don't just stay farther and attack a pillar from like here?
Maybe because of a Slide. Slide is a card that could have moved her back in and then did the activation.
I will make a note to ask him why he did that after the game, because I'm very curious about that.
Yes. Now the problem is Tlacali can just activate and put another pillar, and you're back to square.
Let's see what's going on.
Now it's Andrea's turn.
Yeah, only Kinuri left. Right?
Yes, only one.
Now it's King of Jokes' turn, and he has left Tlacali and Ixatosk.
Right.
So she's actually placing a pillar with 1 action.
Yes.
Nullify all the 3 actions of
Accurate. That's not very economical for.
That's something I didn't understand at all of Andrea playing.
Yeah, we'll ask him.
So she plays a pillar, she will now attack a minion, I guess.
Also because Accurate is tapped out, he spent 2 mana already, so it's not that he has a card that we don't know of.
No, and also, if Tlacali now is going to attack and maybe skirmish inside, or just skirmish and take a lead inside of the dome, King of Jokes will have the outsider again, and Accurate is very likely to.
Well, there is 1 armor, so he must be lucky to do that.
Well, if Tlacali takes an attack,
Must take an
Ekrit,
attack, yes.
she brings her down to 4.
Yes.
Then skirmish inside and make
Yeah.
a.
But she's not doing that. Also because token number 1 is first resolved, right?
Yeah, but even if Kinui lead for a 3, there's no way she can destroy the tower.
Why? She can
Destroy
a minion?
No, because Tlacali inside at the passive, I can save the minion.
Right. Unless he has a 2 mana card.
To do
Delta 2, you know?
Yeah.
After attacking the pillar. So that's possible, actually.
But still, Ixatosk could move, take the worship, and then reach the pillar.
Yes.
And save the lane.
Hold on. She's attacking Tlacali. Ekrit, I think.
Skirmishing.
Yeah,
because she moves out with brush. Skirmish on Ekrit.
It's flipping...
nothing, because she has 1 armor.
Nothing. Yeah. Why? What's going on? Oh, it was an attack instead.
So she made skirmish and attack.
Yes.
Okay, that's clear now.
So he is actually focusing on the tamer. 100%.
Now it's very, very, very likely that is going to win on turn 2.
Unless
there's no way.
missing something.
There's no way, because Ixatos is going to go inside and take a lead from hand.
Yeah, if he has a 3 mana card left. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there is a card presence that could make a tie actually, and Kinui could play it.
Right.
So
I really hope he has that card, because.
So what's happening here?
I guess Kinui is moving inside the dome.
Okay, but she cannot reach that X, so I don't understand.
It might have been actually run out of cards or ideas. I mean,
I know the feeling. I was there.
Yeah, you were in the exactly same situation yesterday night, where you got destroyed by.
Yeah, it was fun nevertheless, but.
Yeah. At least you last for 3 rounds. Looks like this game is going to end for the first time in my life. Turn 2 with the tamer. I've never seen a turn 2 with the tamer.
Actually, I have to say the same.
I didn't even think it was possible. But anything is possible. Everything is possible in Skytear.
That's a new slogan.
Yeah, I think it's trying to figure out how to do the impossible. But well,
I'm really curious to see his end, because he has so many cards. He has 6 cards.
Yeah, 6 cards. And also, nevertheless, King of Jokes still has Ixatos to activate.
Yeah, you can do many things.
Also do grapple doesn't really help. So it might do as well the presence. So if he has a presence as well,
he can bring Zakolin to the dome as well with the taxi. So there's no. If he has a 3 mana card, there's no way out.
There's no way out.
But let's see what happens. I really don't understand Ekrit activation.
Yeah, neither I do.
I mean, okay, so
skirmishing
inside and punching Akla in the face for
a very useless 1 or 2 damage, I guess.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
-1 damage.
-1 damage.
So nothing. You don't heal in these cases.
Another good reason to keep
Oh, look. So presence arrives. So presence allowed to predict 2. So basically scry or look at the top 2 cards of the deck.
And very likely keep a 3 mana cost on the top to take a lead afterwards.
So here it is. There is a 3 mana and there is a 1 mana. So
don't. A guy from the chat said, "Don't look at the card. There might be some spy to."
Some spy, yeah.
Yeah. Well, jokes apart, I guess he has no outs to survive right now.
Well, maybe he doesn't realize of the taxi skill.
Don't keep your round too close to the call to suggest some
Yes,
taxi
no.
driver or stuff like that. Maybe
Yes.
he's not thinking about it.
Yeah, I want. I think it's an attack.
Yeah, it's attacking Akla
So skirmish, lead, attack.
for damage.
So you see Akla, I mean, if the game goes on, Akla could go down and make a big difference in the overall game, right?
Yeah, it can be, because if you manage to survive another turn, which is very, very unlikely.
Well, it could also be that he doesn't have a 3-mana card because he played already one from his hand.
True. Two on turn 1 and 1 on turn.
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't give that.
So it might be true. It might be true. But if he takes the taxi driver play, well, if
Okay, let's see. Ixatosk activates. If he moves next to the call, we know what's going to happen.
I don't think he saw that play.
No, he didn't see.
I didn't see.
So he takes a worship action to remove that pillar over there, place a new one, and basically dig a tunnel. And
What is doing that pillar is flying like.
Yeah, he's thinking where to put it.
The problem is that if Ixatox takes the move action, you cannot place the pillar, because when you resolve the action, it's not anymore in line of sight, and therefore it doesn't place it.
Okay, so I think he's changing his mind.
Is a rollback. Is a rollback one again. What is happening?
Yeah.
It's like pinball Ixatosk.
Look, back and forth, back and forth. I think I want to put a pillar.
Help to King of Jokes.
So he put a pillar there to protect for next turn.
Yeah, this pillar is not going to be here.
So it looks like the game is going to continue.
This pillar, I don't have a way to tell him straight away, but this pillar haven't be placed, because when he resolved the placing of the pillar, he hasn't lost any more to this X.
No, it goes on the stack. That's fine. It goes on the stack. It triggers, and it's fine.
No, that's fine. I will explain later on in details. It's a pretty tricky situation. Anyway, you move inside. You draw a card, probably trying to dig for a 3-mana card.
Yes.
And probably found it. Don't look at it. Keep the surprise.
Yeah. We'll keep the surprise.
But anyway, he didn't see your play. So in the very best scenario,
it's a tie.
It's a tie.
Because Kenui is 1 + 1 + 3 because of presence.
Exactly. So it's going to be a tie.
I think an attack is the last action.
This is an attack.
For how much? Just 1, so 2 damage. Nothing really useful.
All right, so I guess that's turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to move on the control.
Right.
So number 1.
They are resolving this one.
There are no leads.
There are no lead cards. It's a boring tie.
It's a boring tie. Nothing.
Just new minions coming in.
No minions die, and just new minions. Yeah.
Piling up.
So this is actually helping quite a lot King of Jokes, because it's very much harder now to push down the tower, as he now has 4 minions to defend the tower.
I mean, unless you have an area of effect, of course.
Yeah, it's to number 3. So actually, it's the turn of the AOE. So
yeah, our ultimates, and so over there we have a 2 lead mana card, and that's a total of enough to push all the way as expected. So now look at that. Both towers are under pressure, even though the other one less.
The problem is now...
the game is really open now.
Yeah, the game is really open, and it's very dangerous for Zambho as well, because if he loses the dome, he's going to lose the game 100%. So if he's going to lose a dome...
Okay, look at that, look at that. There is a 3.
Yeah, it's a tie.
So it's a tie.
It's a tie, yeah.
So...
nothing happened. Actually, if King of Jokes have seen your move, that was actually a pretty smart move. He would have won the game on turn 2 with
a record. Yes.
The taker, a record, something that never happened before. So,
yep.
Very, very nice. But
thanks. Not everyone is good as me, so that's fine.
Was bad as you did yesterday?
Yes, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Luckily,
lost already.
So we are keep going with the game because that's more fun.
Yeah. So look at that. Zambho has too many cards, 7, and it's good enough for King of Jokes. Skytear is back, and Skytear wants some revenge.
Turn number 3, and now Akla is very likely to be defeated.
And that's accurate as well.
That's a key part because. King of Jokes is the first player, and being the first player with a fewer hero means your opponent is going to out-activate you by 2 heroes.
Right.
And with the 2 lanes pushed, both of each are a winning condition, it's so hard for King of Jokes to stay alive now.
Yeah, I mean, look over here, how many minions? It's 5-2.
Yeah. I think he has to concede his left lane and try to save his right lane that has not a lot of minions to save the towers, and try to somehow win the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be all in turn 3. One way or another is gonna end.
I'm gonna bet on turn 5 instead.
Turn 5?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see.
I bet on a pretty big comeback of Zambho.
Okay, Akla activates before dying, likely.
Yeah, last breath.
Unless he has a lifesteal.
But that's a trap.
Oh,
there we go.
I called it. Lifesteal. So basically heal for the amount of damage done with attack and skirmish.
That is going to be a pretty big heal unless
he dodges the attack or something.
But I don't see a way he could dodge it.
Wow.
Is trapped between the outsider.
Oh, and frenzy as well.
My God,
that's a terrible combination.
This is gonna be a machine gun.
Healing machine gun.
Well, there's a card that screw up completely the King of Jokes plan.
But it doesn't look like it has it. So attack goes in for 4 damage. So heals 4 and deal 3 damage. Next.
It's a pretty big regeneration, right?
Another attacks come in for
4 damage.
4 more damage. So basically Akla is basically full health or almost.
Safe and sound.
And Kenui doesn't feel good at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect start of turn 3 for King of Jokes.
And there we go with the lead.
A lead, blind.
Well, a lead is actually a bit risky because 13 H points in the middle with the Skytear back, which cannot go anywhere unless in the middle, and Kenui addition to you. It's not.
But I mean, it could be a bait, sort of, you know.
It could be a bait, but
it's not from the end, so it's just an invitation to focus on him.
He has 0 mana, so...
Yeah, it's disposable.
Yeah, it's disposable, okay. That's right. So Akla is gone. Let's stop it.
I think Akuti is going next. Or...
Well, Akuti has a pretty standard move, which could be clinch minions.
No, she cannot do that.
Because it has a pillar.
Yeah, but also the illusion doesn't have a place to go, I think.
No, well, it can go there.
Yeah,
right?
okay, yeah.
So the problem is the pillar, because Tlacali can hold the lane alone.
Yeah.
He's going as well with Akuti.
So Akuti moves forward.
She takes a worship to pull out the illusion.
Yeah, move forward. Attack,
and I guess, well, if he attacked that minion,
the illusion won't trigger. So oh, look
at
that.
That was the card I was speaking about before.
Yeah.
With that card, right, is a good player. Is attacked the pillar, so remove the pillar. So when
the illusion can
when the passive triggers, the illusion can kill a minion. That's smart.
Yeah, very good. So first she focuses on the pillar, and then the illusion takes care of the minion. Very good. So here it's 5-1 at the moment.
Yeah, and she's done, right? So
yeah. So this wouldn't be enough to destroy the tower.
No. So let's stop Akuti. That has done our activation. It's now King of Jokes' turn.
I wonder if he's gonna try to defeat Akrit.
No, I don't think so. It would be a very big mistake. He has the opportunity to win by the Tamer, so killing a hero with an hero would be definitely a mistake. I think the safest way to play, it's probably with Zakoa, which is some kind of force activation. I mean, he needs to run back, kill a minion, and probably lead to try to keep the tower alive. So it's going to be the best activation, I think. Because
he has to give up on one lane, right? So he's gonna give up on lane 1 because he has many minions, you think?
Not necessarily. I mean,
okay, Tlacali is going.
Tlacali is going. Another cool thing that can happen here is if Akrit has a fast, she can go here
and hit
and align with the tornado and kill the minions.
Yes, right.
Meanwhile, Tlacali is killing a minion.
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
So he's not giving up on the lane.
I will probably try to go in the middle and try to seal the deal with the outsider.
Yeah, but it's the last control token, so
yeah, but
it's not a detail. I mean, both towers must stand.
It's not detail. Both towers must still stand. Yeah.
So that was an attack and a lead, and then a pillar.
Yeah. A lead
I wonder why the pillar there. Okay, so the pillar is
yeah, she covers all the minions.
Yeah.
So now
Tlacali covers both.
Everything. Yeah. So
all 4 of them.
She's a beast. I think I will probably go all in on the token number 2.
If you were Zambho?
If I were Zambho, I would do that because his right lane is very unlikely to be.
Yeah, it's safe. It's a bunker.
With a lead, a minion extra for his opponent, and yeah, it's very hard to push. While the other side, it's very, very easy.
Okay, there is Akrit now.
Let's see if move, skirmish, and lead. This is what I will do. Also, Skytear is very unlikely.
Oh, there is a Delta 2 there?
All right,
Bewitch.
Bewitch.
And defeat is basically working. Tlacaali cannot prevent a defeat.
Yeah. So the minion is just that. It's just that, and
a new one spawning.
Yep, exactly. So this is a good way to do that. Still, I don't see any breach here for now. I mean,
well, it could put pressure by attacking a pillar and sending Skytear on the same lane with an area of effect, maybe.
Keep in mind that he cannot lose the central dome, right?
Unless he has a heal, which is not impossible.
What he's trying to do is he's trying to kill. Okay, he's trying to make a skirmish on Tlacaali. Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Well, that's nothing.
That was very fortunate, because if the +3 was now
on the attack,
that would be a disaster for Zambho.
Like 10 damage piercing.
For no,
it's the opposite actually. It's a -1. So it's only 4 damage for Tlacaali.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
So that's it for accurate. Well,
again, an activation that's not very impressive.
I would say she's not the woman of the match.
No, I mean, not at all. Zakol is going next.
Yeah.
Moving forward, adjacent to a minion. And
yeah, that's the kind of mandatory activation. Move, attack, and lead. You really need that to
relieve some pressure.
Yeah, to relieve some pressure, because
yeah.
Let's see if the lead comes from hand or from the deck.
From the deck, so he doesn't play safe.
Yeah.
But maybe doesn't need to. Right now it's 5-2, but he has a lead, and Akuti does not.
Yeah. Well, the last one is Ixatosk. If Ixatosk doesn't come on this lane here,
it's trouble.
Zambho will put both of his hero killing a minion and doing a lead, and it's a mathematical defeat.
Well, there's no mathematical when you have 3 mana left with 3 heroes. But
it might have the Zakol ultimate of some kind of like slide.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
no, no. There is Ixatosk can spawn as well.
No. I mean, if Ixatosk doesn't go to defend that lane.
Yeah. But one way to defend could be just to spawn 2 minions with the ultimate and then move somewhere else. Yeah. So let's see.
And borrow from ground.
I would have not bet on being this far into the match, really. Last turn.
Well, let's say comeback are very likely impossible on both sides. So
lots of thinking. Turn 3 is when your brain melts down, because
ultimates come up.
And
wave clear comes up.
Yeah, the decision tree explodes.
And Zambho is one step close to the death, because with the tamer threat, it's very hard to stay alive. So you need to be very careful with this decision.
Okay, so Terrence next. I mean, Akla healing full life, that was a game changer. I think.
Yeah, that's why Zambho doesn't even try to. This is exactly what.
Pushing on the lane, all in.
I would have done this. Skirmish on.
No,
Akla.
wait. Yeah.
Just skirmish to take like one.
Just one damage, but he doesn't care.
No, it's just en passant.
Yeah, he wants to cycle cards and get the ultimate of Akrit back, I guess.
And then I think he's going to kill the minion. This is what I
No.
would know. He's going to take a lead.
From his end. So very likely a 3.
Well, accurate Kinui cannot reach that minion. So now he hasn't the option of going all in on that lane without any minion in defense, which is huge.
Well, he might have a 2 mana bolt Nightmare Incarnate to kill the minion.
Yeah, that's an option as well. Right.
So we don't know.
That's true.
He still has 2 mana, so. Ixatosk is next. My favorite hero.
A huge power play here would have been to probably move the illusion of Setero to let Akuti play a Bewitch on this minion.
Oh yeah, that would have been great.
That would have been amazing and
yes.
like game changer and
yes, yeah,
probably an instant win.
That's because Bewitch requires adjacent to be adjacent.
And this blue. So
yeah,
Akuti, Setero cannot play it, but Akuti can.
Setero, the passive skill, Lord of Skytear, allow the friendly heroes to play as if they were in illusion, right? So
yeah.
Okay, Ixatosk moves or skirmish, I'm not sure. It's moving on the lane, right? To provide some backup.
Yeah, it's moving on the lane indeed. That lane need a backup, for sure.
There is his last hero, so better make it count.
Yeah. And
right now, what do we have here? It's 6 to 2 at the moment. 3 with the Ixatosk.
Yep. And Kinui must stay in the middle, otherwise the tamer threat is getting real.
It's very real, yes.
So skirmishing,
so skirmish against
skirmishing.
Just 1 damage, nothing really. And attacks. Why?
Why?
Wow. He's attacking the illusion of Akuti.
For what reason?
Some reasons we don't understand.
The
ultimate doesn't really matter. That's the only card you're using.
I don't understand this move actually.
Let's see if it actually happens.
Yeah, probably just ping for...
Yeah, maybe just ping something. Maybe he's playing a single or something.
Or he's trying to trick his opponent, you know?
Yeah.
Random ping and confuse him.
So at the moment I think lane number 1 would not go down, right? Not at all.
Oh, there's so many minions.
Oh, look at this. A 4th lead. So 4 hero, 4 lead. And that was blind from the deck.
Like the same as a call. That's the reason why he made the 2nd lead on the same lane.
Yes,
because
there are 2 random cards.
Yeah, bigger odds to draw a high cost mana card. So this is actually helping quite a lot. Well, I think there's no way Zambho can destroy this tower because bringing down Kinui...
Wait, there is a dodge here? Who played that?
Okay, no this was like a leak.
Mistake.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
So, Kinui is activating.
With Kinui as well, it's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 against 6. So winning by 4 isn't far enough to...
Well, a time warp will be enough to attack the minion. Or again, a Nightmare Incarnate. There are many cards. So there is an attack on Akla. Poor guy. It's going down again a little bit.
Then he has to do a skirmish and a lead. No option for him.
A lead from his end, so he really wants to hold the beast. That's gonna likely bring us to turn 4.
Yeah, for sure. I bet on turn 5. That's still my guess.
Well, this tower is gonna take a lot of damage, likely. Okay. And then
Yes.
she skirmish
She's skirmishing.
for how much?
Nothing. For nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
I would have probably used instead of a skirmish, which is likely to do 1 damage that doesn't really change anything, to place her illusion adjacent, so at least Akla cannot attack directly. But anyway.
Yeah, you could have even saved from the outsider actually, with that.
No. Because it's the Acrodine threat.
No,
anyway.
You could have gone out of reach of the outsider, because there is a white line here. So with a passive that moves you after... Well, anyway.
Alright, okay.
Okay, so here it's actually pushing back.
Pushing back 2 axes, so...
Not a threat at all for the rest of the game, I'm guessing.
Yeah, due to the number of the minions, because
yes.
Control Token is still in range to damage the tower, but the number of minions that the King of Jokes has, it's way too much to
5.
To be afraid
of. It's a big buffer on...
so well, the real threat that can be there is the nerve effect, like Wind Blast.
Yeah,
like
as a last activation, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the other side, we have. Let's see what we have.
A
1, which is not good. A 1.
So that's not good at all.
Against a 3.
Can we... Oh, there is a 3, yeah. Is that enough?
It's 9 against 4. So it's 5 damage.
Wow. So it's...
That's why I would have attacked this guy, right?
No, but even like Kenui out would be GG.
I told you that the right plan to go was to go all in on that.
Even just Kenui out would have been enough in this case.
Yeah. But Kenui and the last minion would have been a very, very big bet. So the tower is still breathing.
Yeah, not much though.
So I guess my bet is changed.
Your turn 5 prediction, I think it was off.
I will now bet more likely on turn 4.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very unlikely that they draw in the middle and he can survive this swarm of minion on his right side.
I think he can actually do that with Ixatos ultimate and killing Akrit. It's possible.
Well, we'll see.
Wait. Something
What's happening
here with Amulet of Immovability? Or he played too many cards or what?
No, I just think he's pointing that he has a 1 lead in the middle. That was like
he lost the outsider.
It was a bluff and he lost the outsider. This means he's going to probably
hit Akla badly and maybe kill him.
Well, it's not. I don't know. I don't know what will I do with him. I mean, he has enough threat to kill both minions on that lane without the outsider. So, not sure what he's going to do with him.
So Zambho has the outsider, right?
Yeah.
They are positioning minions a little bit. I mean, I would try to go all in on Akla again.
Well, he moves first, so he's very likely to be able to activate Akla anyway, even if you all in him, because you're not going to kill him with just the outsider.
Yeah, but he doesn't have bolts. I haven't seen one.
I haven't seen any bolts, so I don't think he has any. It looks like more
control yellow.
Control deck, yeah. That's what I will bet on.
Okay. But why Setaru then? I don't understand.
Well, Setaru is...
He just
likes him. He loves Setaru, so he played Setaru in every single
match. Yes.
No matter what, yeah.
And actually we just saw that for Bewitch and other cards might be really good.
Yeah, I mean, Setaru passive is amazing. Enables so many awkward situations, magic trick and stuff like that. I often play 1 per cards in his deck, so he can make a lot of different tricks.
Unpredictable stuff, yeah.
Unpredictable, random stuff, and like dodging away from his.
He just draw a card. That was the first action with the outsider. Then he attacks a minion before any pillar can be placed.
Yep, exactly.
So the minion is gone. Only one minion is left on this poor lane.
Yeah.
I hope for King that he has a Ixatos ultimate to spawn 2.
Or a big art of the fact like Dragon Punch. You used one for to number 1.
Yes.
One is in his discard pile, so he might have 1 or 2 in his 16 deck card.
Then he pushed Akla out of the way with Shockwave.
Yeah. That's a good call.
Yeah, because now only 2 green heroes and Ixatos is on that side.
It's pretty clear that he's going all in on his left side, right?
Yeah.
So
now the draw of this draw is gonna be crucial for King. I'm curious to see his end, but we'll find out.
Surprise.
Yeah.
He's going to discard another card as well.
Yeah.
And turn number 4.
Turn number 4.
Is very likely be the last turn of the match.
Zambho has 6 cards and 4 heroes.
He didn't play a lot of cards this game, to be honest.
No. Well, I mean,
just a crucial presence in the middle to stay alive and keep breathing. Apart from that, not much. Couple of redirect.
Yeah.
So I guess it's now King of Jokes' turn, and he will probably go with Tlakali. That is very unlikely to change the lane. Even though she can skirmish and move and try to make a lead or attack.
Yeah, she can actually. She should probably move
I
on the
know.
other side.
It's a very tough call now.
What would you do if you were King of Jokes now? You cannot go for the tamer because you lose on the second lane.
The thing that you have to do when you're you should always do it, but mostly when you are in a very bad situation, is to start activating the hero that doesn't have a lot of options. So I think Zakol should try to aim to clinch minions with his passive, with worship. So I wouldn't activate him. I will probably start with Akla, which is also likely to be dead, and try to move, skirmish, and kill a minion probably.
I mean, if he doesn't have a Dragon Punch, killing Akrit could draw 2 more cards and get it. So that would be another option.
That could be another option. If I would play 3 Dragon Punch with just 1 in the discard pile, I probably can try that. Yeah, I can probably try to kill Akrit and get 2 cards. Yeah. Also because this is going
Akrit
to
is
deny,
a 3, so it's very likely.
Yeah, and is going to deny an activation to Zambho, giving him the last activation as well. So
which is
very crucial in this moment.
Okay, so there you go.
Okay, this helped.
So the opposite of what you said. Zakol starts
Yeah.
and plays quick shot to defeat a minion.
And that's a good start.
Yeah.
But the problem is that he's placing a pillar and is not using his...
He's doing it to save his own minion, so that has a point. There is a point there.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
And also allows Ixatos to spawn eventually if needed.
Yeah, with the ultimate card, yeah.
With the ultimate, yeah. So attacks the other minion.
And take a lead. It's pretty...
Let's see if there is a redirect.
Pretty straightforward. A redirect here would be pretty...
On a Kuti.
Yeah, a pretty big pain. But there's no redirect.
Oh, okay, so Ixatos ultimate is here in the graveyard's discard pile, so it's not in his hand.
That's the biggest outcome, yeah.
What about the other ultimates? Not helpful.
Well, a good card can be the
Zakol
Can be the Zakol ultimate if Akuti is going for a big lead. The Zakol ultimate can push her so
let me
far away.
interrupt you because it's not a big lead, it's a random.
No. I mean, if Akuti
if
goes
Akuti,
for
yeah,
a big
okay,
lead,
yes, yeah.
then Zakol can just make a home run and
Yeah.
push her all the way away.
Unless the illusion of accurate is around.
Which is not like to be.
Yeah. So Akuti is activating next.
Well, there's not much that the Zambho heroes can do because there's just a minion. So you can try to like overkill the minion and try to to bring like Kali down a lot. But that doesn't
it's
really
a long
yeah,
way.
Exactly. The point is, if he doesn't, you kind of have to pass the wall activation because he cannot leave the lane. So this is taking a lot of value out of the Zambho activations.
So I think he has not committed to Akuti yet, right? He didn't.
No, I don't think using Akuti is a good choice at the moment because it basically has nothing to do. And while instead using accurate,
actually Akuti is a way to do the same trick he just done. So yeah, he's moving Akuti.
Using Bewitch probably.
Moving the illusion. No, he just used the skill like he did before to bypass the Tlakali passive. So attacks the pillar first.
Attacks the pillar and defeat the minion, right?
But then maybe flips a -1 and then the entire activation is gone.
Probably. That wouldn't be a.
There might be a response because it's not flipping.
Oh, there's still no. Safeguard is not helping here.
Not even the ultimate of the call, I think.
Well, so what's going on here?
Yeah, it's resolving. So the attack first.
The pillar is gone.
Yeah, and then the skill 1+1 is enough. So the last minion of this lane is gone, and
the last orb.
He has a way to spawn without the ultimate. Then Gathering Storm comes and he draws 2 more cards. I don't understand. He must have really bad cards. I think he will redo the deck after this.
Well, you are more an aggro player rather than he is being, because a control player doesn't just play card because they have card.
Yeah.
They play cards when they need to play cards. So
yeah, I get it, but still.
I'm the same of him.
He has been discarding every turn now.
That's fine. I mean, you are still open with your mana for your heroes to respond, to make a reaction, with a lot of cards in your hand. That's pretty normal for a control player.
So what is the situation now? Is a call activated? Akuti basically activated.
Akuti activated, so it's tapped out. Sure.
She's tapping, okay.
I'm tapping.
Let's see who goes next. I mean, I haven't seen the ultimate of Akla flipped, so that might be like my killer Kinui on her feet, you know?
Well, it's very dangerous because I've seen at least the temporal. What's the name of the card that moved by one hex?
Time warp.
Time warp. So you can dodge pretty easily.
Yeah, but he might have
I think killing accurate is the smartest move. If
to look for cards.
The problem is that there's no time warp in the discard pile, I think, and he has 7 cards in hand. So the odds that he doesn't have a time warp is basically very, very low.
At the same time, I'm thinking on King of Jokes side, Dragon Punch is a red card, and he activated a call with the red. Akla is the only other red, and it's too far. So
that's a good hint, because
so he doesn't need to look for it.
That was another very good reason to don't activate the call. if you're only odd, you always have to think about your odd when you're in desperate conditions, right? So if your only odd is Dragon Punch, you have to try to draw them as hard as you can and activate the hero that can play it as last.
Yeah.
So, well.
What are they saying in the chat? Anything? Is anyone there? Maybe they have an idea. Maybe we're missing something.
I think it's running out of odds. I mean, you can try to shot accurate, but I don't know. A time warp will make a game instantly. So what's going on here?
I mean, to defend a little bit what happened to King of Jokes is he flipped a 3/1 mana card for the lead last turn.
Yeah,
do you remember?
It was not fortunate indeed.
That was very bad, right?
But yeah, actually one was not very useful in the middle. But the 2/1 mana card,
they made a difference. I mean,
they made a difference. It's now
at the same time, it's a lesson, right? If it's really important, pay the price for it. Play from your end, right?
The minion is died. Stefano Meoni is right. This minion is dead.
Yeah, so
it's very much dead.
They are talking.
Yeah.
He's looking at his own discard pile. I think he's under high level of stress here.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do. He's trying to look back and forth around the table, but
I know the feeling. I was there.
Yeah, he was exactly there yesterday night
against.
But okay. to be fair, he did much better
than me. Yeah, I know. You don't have to remind me. So Tlacali is activating.
Probably. Yeah.
Yes.
Guess he's moving inside.
All
yeah.
The way. Move.
Skirmishing.
No.
Okay. Okay. He's skirmishing. Again.
So damaging.
That makes sense.
See the first heal.
There you go, the first heal.
Yeah.
So, well, I think King of Jokes is going to be very sad when he will look the stream and see that he forgot to move the call.
To do the Ixatos gag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Yeah, like Stefano said, if the Ixatos taxi kept Sakol on turn 2, yeah. But well, if we are all good, so...
Yeah, it's easy to look and spectate, and so that was skirmish, a move, and I guess an attack on a minion.
Yes, attack a minion. You need to
desperate move to desperate move.
Yeah, I agree with Diogo. That's one of the most beautiful part of Skytear. You always can come back from the game, and just one teeny mistake or missed opportunity, and your opponent can make a comeback and swap the game. So the game is never over until it's over. That's good.
Right. Almost.
Almost. Now it's pretty much over, to be honest.
I guess the more expansion and cards we're gonna add, the more true that statement would be.
More cards and more unpredictable situation can come over.
I think we can spoiler a bit now that at some point we will add cards that create pillars, illusion, mark, and shapeshift as a reaction, and they change a lot what's possible.
Way more fun.
They are so much fun. Okay, so Tlacali skirmished in, created a pillar, and made a lead from the deck.
And my question is, what is that pillar for? Trying to kill Taro with Akla?
Maybe.
He's trying to make the ultimate card after a frenzy attack or stuff like that.
Yeah, I
That
guess
could
it's
be
for
a
Akla, yes. He has a
could be a
Francis,
filmmaker.
but I don't see how that can save him. So that was Trakali activation. Now it's over to Nukte.
Zambho?
Zambho. I never remember his nickname. I only
No,
know
I
his
don't.
real name.
Sometime I read on the overlay,
Yeah, you have an advantage. I don't see that. Okay, Akrit is activating next. So let's see if this activation is more useful than the previous skirmishing against Lakali and flips 0.
Yeah, like Stefano pointed out, probably the only out for King is try to disrupt some of
Lead.
Andrea heroes with like displacement and stuff like that.
So I don't understand. Okay, so they she skirmished in, she attacked a pillar. So maybe he doesn't even know what the pillar was for,
but in doubt,
just in doubt,
afraid of the tricks and the jokes of King.
And then she took a lead from her, and so likely a 3 to make sure, even if the lane is disrupted, no one is gonna get the tamer, or maybe he will get it instead of King. So playing safe, right? The thing is,
Akrit went for a movement, attack and lead.
Attack lead, yeah. My point is,
in my temporal shift out from the dome with a lead on the Akrit.
Yeah, that could be.
Distortion, what's name? I don't remember always.
Time warp.
She can time warp.
I see one way out with to sinkhole, but let's see. So
grapple. That's a grapple, I think.
That smells like a grapple.
That's a grapple.
It's a skirmish, I think, first.
One of the sinkhole is here.
Yeah, one sinkhole is there.
So.
Oh, so moves, attack, a minion.
Yeah, and then there come a grapple.
No.
This is
no.
Oh.
No. Just a lead blind. So he hasn't learned the lesson, or he really needs the 4 cards he has in hand?
I think he hasn't any 3 mana cards.
Now my question is, why move there if you don't have a grapple?
Well, just to kill a minion. You could move there.
No, why not forward is more safe?
Well, I don't know, but
maybe
3 minions are way too much to handle.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is only 1 HP for the tower is huge deal. Okay, Skytear is activating. And he moves. Wow, why? Oh.
Clear
the wave?
Well, it doesn't reach the wave.
There is a terror illusion here, so he sees the illusion, so he can clear the way from there. So efficient.
Oh, wow.
So efficient.
That is a pretty big wind blast. Wow. I didn't see the illusion on the bottom of Akla feed.
Wow, look at that.
There we go.
And that's a threat, a big threat now. That's what we said, right, before?
It cycled the car, giving slow to Akla. Akla with slow, it's huge, because it cannot reach the other lane. And I think this sealed the deal.
Yes, because then both lanes are under real pressure.
It's dodging.
Akla is dodging.
No, you cannot touch there. You cannot touch there.
Can you...
I think okay.
They realized it, yeah. So there's no way to dodge this.
There's no way to dodge this. Impossible.
And that's what we were saying about Skytear being useful also.
The king of tricks
Yeah.
is Setaru, not king of jokes.
When you're standing on the Setaru illusion, you're not in a good spot to dodge.
Yeah, not at all. And well, actually, with skirmishing, or better, move, dodge, skirmish, lead.
He can
or
reach the
attack,
other lane, yes.
okay.
Yeah. But the problem is Kenui can heal the deal on the other lane, so it's GG, I think. Unless there is a single or something. What are they saying?
I think is.
Oh yeah, the activation is still 2 actions. So skirmish. Skirmish on
Skirmish
Akla. And
Akla?
he could even kill it. Oh.
That's something that changed a bit because
he knows he has a dodge, but he cannot escape the dodge. He could kill him.
Cannot escape the kill. He's going for a lead, but to be honest,
he could have killed him, right?
Well, to be honest, the safe way is to make a lead.
Yeah.
Because you can flip 0 and -1. But if you're a real man,
you
will try to kill. You will definitely have to try to.
Okay, so there is Akla activating, or actually playing Amulet of Immovability to cycle a card. Draw 1. Going for the top deck answer that maybe he needs. Even though I wouldn't bet on him.
Yeah, well, this.
Especially because 1 single is on the top of the discard pile. And
yeah, but single is not helpful anymore.
It could have been 2 of them. He still has 2 mana, 2 hero with 3 mana, so it's still possible.
I think we are going to see Smells against Andrea Malpassi next week.
Well, I mean, there are other players as well, so that might win all of the matches, right?
Yeah, sure. 40 players, a lot of...
There are 40 players playing the league, so it's good to see other players as well. Maybe we decide based on the decks and the heroes.
So it's now Akla turn, right?
Yes, Akla is attacking. Oh, the
ultimate
ultimate
that's good.
So 1 minion is gone. He's doing what he can to
save
the lane.
He's leading, he's attacking a minion, but...
It's GG.
It's GG, yeah. There's no way he can survive the lane. So that is definitely a turn for left bridge for Zambho. Yeah. Because the problem is that he couldn't even go with all to defend the other lane because it will have been destroyed his left lane. So
yeah.
There's real no escape plan for him. It's just gone.
Okay, let's finish this with Kenui activating and moving out, reinforcing the lane with the... Oh, attacking Akla? Oh, he kills Akla?
Yeah, he kills Akla, no lead. And actually... Oh no.
That's 3 damage, so Akla is at 1.
3 damage.
Right?
Yeah. Now we want
to... man is skirmish.
Skirmish.
Yeah.
There we go.
It does that. And it's enough with the redirect.
Yeah.
Akla is gone as well.
Akla is gone, and actually
both towers are down.
Zambho won with the right bridge, which triggers before the left bridge.
Yeah, but both would go down.
A very, very unexpected comeback.
Yeah.
Looking from turn 2.
Oh, look.
There we go, the ultimate. But just for fun. It doesn't really have any...
No, because Akuti is full health, so...
18 damage are a bit too much for him.
Yeah. And even then, the minion alone would probably make...
Yeah. So, well...
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. They now resolve the control phase and...
Oh, there's a time warp coming. Look.
Yeah, time warp as well, like I said.
Yeah.
is joking, making sure both lanes are crumbling to the pressure of the minions and heroes. So yeah, GT.
Yeah. Who would have said that?
Good game. Andrea won, and that was a pretty nice match.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see who will win the next week.
Yes.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.